You're such a good boy.
Every morning, I love to start my day by getting on my bike and riding throughout the zoo.
Morning.
I like to immerse myself in the animals as they wake up. I'll swing by and see the wolves. I'll swing by and see the painted dogs.
What's up, pups?
I've been a veterinarian for over 25 years now, and I simply enjoy being around the animals.
What's up, big boy?
I want them to like me.
What's up, Luce?
One of my favorite stops is to check in on Lucy.
Hey, pretty girl.
Oh, I know it. I know it. Urgh.
We have this little thing that we like to do like this.
She'll roll, she'll act like a little kitten. I am a big cat person. I just love cats. And this is the great cat of North America, the great cat of Florida. A lot of the wild animals that come to us, they're dependent on us for their welfare. And all the Florida Panthers that we have in the zoo are rescue cats. They're cats that aren't able to go back out into the wild. It's a huge responsibility, but it's also a great privilege, and we're all very honored. I'm very honored to be a part of that.
Hey. I think that's as high as it'll go.
Yes, he's at the door watching.
Okay.
Mickey is estimated to be about a 5-year-old Florida Panther, and he was found just kind of wandering around neighborhoods, and even though they tried to relocate him, kind of just kept going back. So for everyone's safety, including his, he was brought to live the remaining of his life here at Zoo Tampa. He does have a lot of spunk. He does love to explore, loves to be outside in his habitat. He's a great addition to our family here. Today we're gonna put out a boomer ball that's scented with a lot of different items.
Rat scent on it.
This engages both his physical and mental behaviors. A couple pieces of meat on the top. Panthers have such a good sense of smell, so. All right.
Looks good.
Hey, Mickey. Panthers do like things that move, just like a domestic house cat, you know, likes to chase around a feather or like a laser pointer.
What's that? What is it?
It's amazing to see how large they are, how massive,
Nice and easy food.
and just their sheer strength of what they can do with just a bat of their paw or just their jaw strength, too.
Oh, he's strong. Good job, Mickey. Get it.
Florida Panthers are incredibly smart and such a pleasure to work with. They, every day, remind us that we have this majestic Florida treasure here in our backyard. I appreciate my time with them. It's pretty incredible. We'll see you in a bit, Mickey.
Bye.
Walter, come. Walter. Alongside of Lucy and Mickey. Walter was brought here to Zoo Tampa due to trauma to one of his front paws.
Why is it limping?
He was caught in a snare trap, so he was rescued from the wild. He's missing some of his toes on that paw.
Oh, wow.
So it's a permanent injury. He's non-releasable because of it.
Walter, he had a special place with me the minute he came in. He needed us, and instantly we bonded. Walter arrived in pretty bad condition. He still had a snare on his one foot, and he was missing a large part of that foot. The first thing we did is restore his hydration, IV fluids, antibiotics, and then started to focus in on the foot injury from the snares.
I can't believe that toe.
Take away any dead tissue, just try to get a good cleansing on it, and then get him used to living with us and get some nourishment. If he hadn't been found, if he hadn't been rescued, he would have died. There's just no doubt about that. And we've never had a cat that's lost part of his foot before. We just want to stay on top of it.
Walter, come.
The staff told me that he seems to be favoring that limb a little bit more.
Definitely doesn't put much weight on it.
One of my concerns with Walter is the snare broke a lot of bones in his paw. And when I did the surgery, I didn't remove all the little bone fragments. To take them out would have caused a lot more damage. Now, maybe one of those little fragments that I left is loose. So we're gonna bring Walter in tomorrow to the animal hospital for an exam. Maybe that little bone chip is something I need to take care of now.
Anytime we get a new species here at Zoo Tampa, it's a very exciting time. We are completely overhauling a space, and we are headed to the airport because we have 2 binturongs coming.
Binturong, woo!
Binturong is commonly known as a bear cat, but they're not actually related to bears or cats. They're more closely related to the Fusa from Madagascar.
He looks pretty good.
We have a male Sully from Minnesota, and then our female is Melody from Chicago. They look great, very calm, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see a nice, calm animal who's relaxed, and everything so far has been perfect. Honk if you love Binturong. We've heard it many times, but until they actually came and we smelt it for ourselves, they're here. They really do smell like buttered popcorn.
Oh my God, that smells incredible.
She smells better than he does. He smells a little bit musky.
Binturong smell like popcorn because of a component of the urine that mixes with bacteria on their skin. That's when you get that popcorn smell. Let's do him first. He's definitely a little more active. We can bring him straight in the yard.
Okay.
Binturong are territorial, and since Sully and Melody have never met one another before, it's very important that we keep them in separate spaces so that we can slowly get them used to each other. Everybody ready? Thank you.
Yep.
Got it. Check it out.
Oh, you're all right, bud.
He's so cute. He's a lot cuter than I was even expecting. He's bigger than I was expecting.
Yeah,
Already in love with him, yeah.
welcome to Florida, buddy. Shall we get her settled? All right.
Hey, honey.
Hi. Binturong are arboreal, which means they spend a lot of the time up in the trees. They also have a prehensile tail. They're able to grab onto things and use that to help get them around in those trees.
All right, so far so good.
They are both getting settled in nicely, both checked out their surroundings. The male's definitely a little bit more active, really checking everything out, scent marking, making it his. So that's all good signs. Park's smelling better already.
Inca turns. Hi, guys. Good morning. Breakfast time. The Inca terns are found near Chile and Peru, and they're a coastal bird. Inca terns. As soon as I call their name, they come down. Every morning is a Snow White moment. We do have a Mario, a Peach, a Luigi, and a Daisy. How about a toss? There you go. I really enjoy their mustaches. I think that's their most awesome characteristic that they have. Unlike our mustaches, they are actually feathers. They don't really groom them. They can't really get to them with their beak, so they're kind of just there. The males and the females have them, and they actually represent reproductive success. So the better mustache you have, the better chance you have to breed with another bird. There you go, bud. Inca terns usually hang out and nest inside the rock cliffs. And that's what we're trying to emulate with our nest boxes, is something like a cavern where they can go in and hopefully have some babies and chicks. We have 2 eggs currently in that nest box. And then we have 1 egg in the other one on the left side. I'm really excited. It's our first time that they've been successful with laying eggs, so we're keeping our fingers crossed, hoping that we'll have some chicks this year.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah? You like that?
right, buddy. So Rex is a little hyper aware of new things, new surroundings. With him being a zebra, they are a prey animal, so they're usually either the fight or flight method. Yeah. Rex usually chooses the flight method. He likes to kind of run away and get a good look from afar. Hey, you just want to check out your feet? So his rear right definitely looks like it needs the most work. The other ones don't look super bad, but they are a little bit overgrown. Our team is going to get together with Dr. Ray, and we're actually going to anesthetize Rex. He's going to be tranquilized so we can shorten his hooves.
You know, on a regular basis, we need to trim those feet back. If not, they can get abscesses, they will crack and cause opportunities for infections to set in and things like that. So I just wanted to give him a little extra. He's been a little challenging in the past, so we have to be very cautious. This stallion is easy 800 pounds. They're full of muscle, but they're flighty. They can be dangerous. There's a lot of coordination that has to occur when we're dealing with a large animal like this. I have to take my shot, get the dart in, let it do its magic, and then we can go in and catch him and help him go down.
If you can keep an eye on him but stay out of sight a little bit, he's pretty worked up.
Yeah, 10-4. I can see him through those glasses.
It's a bit of a risky procedure, there's no doubt about it. There's some variables that you just can't control. Wait for the wind, make sure your line of sight is clear, make sure everyone is out of the way. You know, you don't want darts bouncing off and hitting people. That would be potentially catastrophic. You don't want to hit the animal in a bad place. You know, I've been doing this for over 25 years, and every time I fire a dart, there's a lot of anxiety.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Everybody back. Dart is in. Dart's in his shoulders.
We're good.
Rex just got darted, so he's pacing, running around.
The risk involved in actually handling a large, dangerous animal like the zebra is always measured against what's the return? What is it going to do to make him better? In this case, we have to trim his feet up so he doesn't get a foot infection because that can be life-threatening. Mike, we're going to step into the stall there and be ready.
Yep.
Yeah, come on. Hang on, kid. Okay. Let's go ahead and blindfold him. Good job.
They have a pretty good hold on him.
In the weird spot. There we go. It's all right. We got him, Mike.
That'll work. Madison, you're good. I think a good way to describe us as a pit crew, we want to get in, get the job done, get Rex back up and on his feet as soon as possible.
Let me get that dart out of here. Everyone's doing something. Someone's taking his temperature.
99.5.
Nice. Someone's checking the heart rate. Heart rate's good. They're gonna start cleaning those feet. There's mud and debris up in there. We gotta scoop that all out so we can look at it, and that'll tell us how much we can trim off.
He's quivering a little bit.
Samantha, watch the respirations there for us.
When you anesthetize an animal, it's really important to be as quick as possible. The longer they're under, the more health concerns can arise.
How are you doing, Mike?
I'm good.
Especially with zebra, we like to keep it under 30 minutes.
I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Yeah. And when we roll him, we'll get those other ones. Mike, you good where we can roll him?
Yeah. Let me stand
there?
on this side, yeah, because he's gonna kick.
He has a big board. Zebras have a flight response. Their tendency is just to run. That's their best defense. The second defense is to kick out and then bite. We don't want to get to that phase, any of these phases, really. Yep.
1, 2, 3.
He goes good up front. There we go. Nice. You know, these guys are just so atypical from a domestic horse. Their feet are solid. We never have any rotational problems with these guys. They tend to just overgrow, and that means they walk more on their heels, which is not good. And that's why he's got a little fraying. But if I just take this more flat, he's going to be upright more, like he should be. It's okay here.
Good?
Okay.
We're good. And we're good, guys.
Okay, cool.
The hoof trim is done. There was no signs of infection. He's good and stable. Now we need to get him up on his feet. So we give the reversal. We want to stay with him as long as we can. I don't want him to jump into that flight response. So if I can hang on to him just a little bit,
Yep.
and let him ease up on his own, he's going to have a much smoother recovery and is less likely to hurt himself.
Yeah, that's
Here he
fine.
comes, he's
Sit.
rolling up now.
Get close. Okay, I got him.
Watch that door, hold it.
Let's just go along the fence line.
Let's get out of there. Heads up.
He's a crazy bugger.
That was fast.
His recovery was a bit quicker than normal. Usually they want to roll up, pause, take a big sigh breath, and then they'll hop up. And he just kind of went, from 0 to 60 just like that. He's in great body condition. Everything else on him checks out fantastic. Give him 10, 15 minutes like this, and he'll probably be ready to go out on habitat. It's very rewarding. There's almost a physical satisfaction you get when the zebra gets back up. We can stand back. And, there's a sense of pride, really. We've done something that's actually going to help that animal.
Oh, thank you.
Come here, Sally.
Both binturongs, Sully and Melody, are getting settled in nicely. Melody is in our indoor space. Today, we do have a door that they'll be able to see each other through. They can smell each other. These two are a breeding pair. The best that we could ask for is that they are comfortable with each other before we decide to introduce the two of them together. Here he comes.
Okay.
Sully, we have a girlfriend for you. There you go.
Good boy.
All right.
Can you smell her? She smells very popcorny.
Melody, your boyfriend's at the door for you. If we were to put the binturong together right away, they probably would fight, and then it would be harder in the future to work on that relationship. By putting a howdy door in between them and letting them take it slow, they can get to know one another, they can smell one another.
Has she moved at all, or is she just looking?
She's definitely looking. But is it enough to interrupt nap time? Oh.
Did she curl back
She
up?
got up and she took a step and then curled back up.
I don't think she's ready.
I think she's playing hard to get. I think he's offended.
Like, see you later.
Right now, they do have access to one another through the howdy door. At this point, we'll just need to wait on Melody. Once she shows us that she is interacting with him, the next step would be to open that door and allow them to share the same space and have those face-to-face interactions.
Morning.
Walter!
Let's go catch a kitty.
Today, we are going to bring Walter up to the veterinary clinic to have his paw checked over. We have been working on training him for a hand injection, and we can inject his hip. As the initial anesthesia has taken effect, we're just going to watch his progression to becoming sleepy.
I think we'll be ready to go here in just a couple.
I'm going to start heading your way. Moving the cats, you have to treat it with a lot of respect. Wait. Okay. We're ready. 1, 2, 3. We have to make sure he's safely sedated for himself and for the safety of all the team. You guys good? Walter's original injury, the snare wound, was actually embedded into his knuckle bones. Some of those bones were fractured so much that I couldn't save them, so they actually had to be amputated. There's a fair degree of concern right now. I don't know for sure if there's something else brewing, something else going to happen to him that we might need to intervene. I definitely am nervous. You guys good?
You're good. You're
That's perfect. So this morning, we anesthetize Walter and get him to the hospital. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, big boy. Temperature is good.
All right. Ketamine, it's just 50 milligrams. Okay. My biggest fear with Walter's foot is that I'm going to find a bone chip that is going to make me have to go in and do some surgery to correct it. Go ahead and scan him, see what it looks like on the inside. Walter's family and everyone has a vested commitment to this cat. They're very concerned about it. So we still want to look at that radiograph with the team. Yeah. So that's the top view down. And these two bones are
Fusing.
They're fusing. I think you could actually, really get to using it a lot more. Cats are like people. We have several digits, 5 digits, compared to a horse that has 1. Walter's digits are gone, but if they actually fuse together, I think they're going to be stronger. It's actually like he's turning a hand into a hoof, and I think that's going to work in his benefit. It's healed up really nicely. Walter and a lot of the animals come to us needing help in rehabilitation. That's a lot of responsibility. There's actually a fair amount of pressure. But it's also a privilege, and it's a privilege that we're proud to take on willingly.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
And it's very rewarding to see these animals turn around.
Hi, Lucy Lou.
Temperature affects all reptile appetite.
So we have chicken and red meat today.
As we get more and more into the summer, their metabolism will be up. We need to make sure to be offering them extra diet.
There you go.
To keep up that good, healthy body weight. Are you guys ready to feed some Komodo dragons?
Oh, yeah.
Today we'll be feeding our 2 Komodo dragons, Anjay, our female, and Titus, our male. Titus is 6 years old, and Anjay is about 8. We keep them separated because our female is a little bigger than the male. She might potentially try and eat him. Here they go. Titus will be outdoors. So the meat shanks are actually going to be secured to an eye hook from the ceiling. So that's going to give it like a wobble, like a pendulum. So when he bites onto that, that'll give him a lot less stability. So he's going to have to work a lot harder to eat that. All right.
So you guys ready to see these guys eat?
Go ahead.
Release the Kraken.
10-4.
I can't see. I'm telling you to be brave.
There he comes.
What is he eating?
Those are meat shanks.
I'm not eating that.
So that's what they naturally eat in the wild. So they could potentially eat up to 80% of their body weight in one meal. And they eat about 10 to 12 large meals a year.
Predator comes to them.
A Komodo dragon commands respect. The fact that they can take down large prey like a water buffalo using those sharp serrated teeth and sharp claws and really strong neck muscles to rip and tear, you definitely need to respect one if you see one. And here goes Anjay. She rocks her head back and forth. She has really sharp serrated teeth to slice through the meat.
And the Komodo dragons can eat humans.
They could. They are the top predator up in the Komodo Islands.
Yeah.
So the only thing they have to worry about is getting eaten by other dragons. It's amazing to watch the strength and athleticism of a Komodo dragon. I love working with both of them. They're a great part of my morning, especially on days that we feed them.
Good girl.
You gonna eat? Oh wow, cob and all, okay.
Up to this point, Sully and Melody have only interacted through the door. We are hoping that they will come together here at Zoo Tampa as a mating pair, but so far, she seems to be giving him the cold shoulder. The true test will be when we open that door and they're in the same space with one another.
He's ready. We're starting Binturong intros.
Okay, 10-4.
They have large teeth and they can produce nasty bites, and so if they really didn't like each other, I'm pretty sure it could get pretty nasty. Once you open the gate, there's no going back.
Oh, he's in the chute.
He's ready. Did she move?
Not
No,
yet.
she's looking that way, though. He's smelling. I have seen her climb on that quite a bit, so I bet he's sniffing all of that.
Well, he's making his way.
anytime you put two animals that don't know each other together, there is a huge risk involved. We're really anxious. Binturong can hurt each other, they can fight.
She's the one making that strong exhale noise.
He's like, okay, I'm sorry. I wonder if she wants to go out.
Look at how he like laid down. Almost like a submissive.
Melodi's trying to get bigger. She's trying to show him that she means business, that she's serious.
Both of them are outside.
Oh.
They say what they need to say. There's some vocalizations that are happening, and then move on, which is what we're hoping for. So all very positive things for our introductions.
Sometimes our jobs are a little bit like being a matchmaker. You can find out different personalities and try and figure out who's gonna work well with who. But at the end of the day, we have to be patient. They have to tell us when they're ready and if they're actually gonna get along with one another.
I'm sure they haven't worked everything out, but it was much less stressful than a chimp introduction.
You're such a good pony. Ponies were first brought here at Zoo Tampa for pony rides. We slowly got away from that just because some of our ponies are at the age where they should not be ridden. Oh, is Lily your friend? Lady is our youngest pony. She's 10 years old, and she is one of my favorites. She's a troublemaker. Oh, so excited. Lady has been having issues with a lot of discharge out of her right nostril. It also has a really bad smell, so we're kind of worried about what's going on, and I want to get Dr. Lauren's feedback.
We are ready to head over.
10-4, we'll see you when you get here.
We are going to head over to see Lady. I'm just going to check in and see how she's doing and try to come up with a plan to help treat her. As a young girl, I thought, you know, gosh, I really want to take care of the animals and look out for their health and welfare, and that I wanted to be a veterinarian. I think being that liaison between people and animals is just such an honor, and I think it's an important job and one that we always want to strive to be better at. At the zoo, you know, I never expected to be working on horses and ponies. All right, let's go check her out. But I used to ride and really want to provide some relief for Lady. She's a very special halflinger. Oh, only one pony can fit at a time. Hi, Miss Lady. No, I don't have any snacks. I'm sorry, no snacks. Ew, gross. Whew, it smells bad. Jamie, how would you describe the smell of that?
I don't know how you would describe it.
It smells like necrotic flesh.
Yeah, it lingers.
Lady does have a history of allergies, and that's very common in halflinger ponies, especially here in Florida. But if it were just allergies, you wouldn't expect it to smell like that. How's it looking lately? How's the discharge?
It's green,
Green and mucoid,
white,
yeah.
and
does it kind of ebb and flow? Meaning, like, does it, when she runs around, does it kind of get worked up more and you see it more?
It does.
We're not exactly sure what's causing this nasty foul odor discharge from Lady's nostril. So one thing that's important is doing some therapy for her. Maybe if it's a local infection, we can get the medication to the site. One of the things that, you know, Dr. Ray and I are talking about is the possibility of nebulizing her. We'd actually have to have like kind of like a mask over her face.
Okay.
And then we could take some medication so that she can breathe it, and that local treatment would help out a little bit. A nebulizer is basically a way to get medicine in the air so when they breathe it in, it goes into their respiratory system. If you guys can work with us on coming up with just some type of prototype, and then we can start with that behavior training. Our patients come in all shapes and sizes. They can be literally as small as a mouse or as large as an elephant. We're constantly MacGyvering equipment, have to be innovative, be creative in efforts to get treatments to our animals.
I think the hardest part will be her standing still. Because she is our feisty youngster.
She is feisty.
She likes to play.
The animals here at the zoo, they're like our children. So we have to look at each case holistically. And in this instance, nebulizing Lady might provide some relief.
The Inca terns have been really going in and out of that box, and they've been eating almost double of the fish that they've been eating.
Okay.
Our Inca terns have been really, really ravenous, eating a lot of fish, a lot more than normal, and they've been going in and out of their nest boxes, which is a clear sign that they might have something going on in there, so hopefully we have some chicks from them. It's our first time that they've been successful with laying eggs. Fingers crossed they have some babies.
Need something good.
One of the boxes has 1 egg, and the other box has 2 eggs. Let's check the one box with the 1 egg. We actually use a selfie stick. It's a lot less invasive than us going up on a ladder. And hopefully we have some chicks at the end of this.
I know. See what's going on inside your nest.
Ooh, they're being super protective right now. That's another good sign.
You see anything?
I see a little fluff nugget.
You see anything?
I see a little fluff nugget.
Yeah?
Oh, so cute. That is absolutely adorable. Yeah. So with the first box, we do have a chick. It's our first chick from that pair, so we're super excited for them. Fingers crossed for this one.
Alrighty. You guys had 2 eggs. Do you guys have 2 babies? Can you see?
I can't really see anything. Can you move it to the right a little bit?
Like that?
Oh, I see something. I see 2.
2, yeah?
I see 2. We checked the second box, and we do have 2 chicks in that one as well. Oh, they're moving around. All nice.
Alrighty, munchkins.
That's awesome.
That's so exciting.
3 chicks, so it's a lot of mouths to feed. Hopefully they can really take care of them properly. If not, we can always step in and make sure, but we're really excited for them, and first time for the zoo as well.
Can you see them?
Yeah, I'll show you the picture that we grabbed. So this is the second nest.
Okay.
There they are.
I see them, yeah.
It was really adorable to see the 2 chicks actually cuddled up together.
Like the little stripe on their head.
Yes.
Maybe some crushed up egg there.
Yeah.
Where it hatched out.
That's awesome.
They look nice and good and fluffy.
This is the best case scenario. It's always nice to come in and hopefully have chicks, but the fact that we have 3 of them is like a super plus for us.
That's so exciting.
That's awesome. They're adorable right now. They look like little salt and pepper fluff balls right now. So hopefully in the next couple of months, we'll start seeing a little bit more development from them and they start growing up. Super excited. 3 babies.
Hi, lady, you ready?
I got the bucket.
Awesome. So Lady's nose smells really bad. This right nostril here does a lot of discharge. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's white. Today it's a little clear, but there is that foul odor pretty much all the time. It's like having a really bad sinus infection. We're modifying a bucket to be the nebulizer. We'll train her to hold her face in the bucket and then add the saline afterwards. Kind of like an asthma mask.
Are we friends? Are we friends now?
We don't want any part of this to be scary. We want her to be comfortable with all pieces and parts, so this becomes a successful treatment.
Good job. That was awesome.
That was really good, huh?
I can take the bucket if you want to play with her since she did so good.
Lady did an awesome job.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh, I found your spot. She's probably one of my favorite ponies to work with because she's energetic and she likes lots of scratches.
We can get her some medicine. Hopefully you feel better. You feel better with a friend? Yeah.
Hopefully medicine will help the issue with the runny nose. So I radioed Dr. Lauren to come down so that we can show her what we've been up to and start the process of adding saline.
Hello, how is it going?
Hey, good, how are you?
Good, good. How's Lady been?
She's been doing really great with the training. We're just getting ready. Just
Okay.
Put a little bit of saline in there.
Perfect, okay. She looks like she's ready to participate. The treatment for Lady's problem might be surgical, and there's definitely risk associated with it. One thing that's important is trying to find the underlying cause, but also doing some therapy for her. So that's why we're doing some nebulizer to stop that runny nose. It's pretty amazing that she'll tolerate that.
Here you go.
That's excellent. What a good girl. Lady, I've never seen you so well behaved.
Lady.
Oh, she says more treats. I see her upper lip come out. Where's the apples? I'm so excited to see Lady so focused. I think that's just the cutest thing. So the hope is that we can get this behavior solidified and get some medication into that nebulizer and resolve that runny nose. Bye, Lady. See you guys.
The Asian Gardens is one of the older areas of the zoo. It looks really lush, and so the animals look like they're out in the wild where they're supposed to be. We have 2 greater one-horned rhinos, Jamie and Johnny.
Oh, he's taking a bath.
We have 2 Sri Lankan sloth bears, Ken and Anne. They're silly and fun.
Do you want to say hi? Let's go this way. You're so excited.
And then we have 2 Malayan tigers, Bazooey and Mata. I think guests really enjoy the Asia section of the zoo because we have a lot of animals that no one has ever heard of or seen before. We have Malayan tapir, which no one has any idea what they are, and they look ridiculous. Then we have muntjac deer, which usually zoos don't have.
Hi, guys. Am I hungry? Am I that hungry?
We have 3 Reeves muntjac from southern China. They weigh like 20 pounds. Obviously, they're super cute. Have you seen them? Each of the muntjac definitely have a distinct personality. Even though Tegan's the male, he tends to be the most skittish.
Hi, Tegan.
He definitely lets the girls investigate anything new. Harriet is super friendly with people, but she can be a little skittish as well. Our 3rd muntjac is Amelia. She's a treasure. She is the best, bravest, most curious out of all the muntjac. Hi, little one. Lately, Amelia has been having some issues with her back legs, which is something we've been monitoring for quite a while. So she will be transported to the animal clinic for a health check today.
I have a lot of concerns about Amelia, quite frankly. She's had a long history of medical issues. Today, I've got even more concerns. Her right back leg is very, very swollen within the joint. I think she's got a really nasty infection in there. It's been there for a long time, and we just have not been able to clear it with medication. Oh, that feels so warm. What I would like to do today is get some x-rays and kind of see how extensive it is. If it's an abscess, then I'm going to try to flush it out. So that's her chronic foot. See all these bony projections kind of coming off all the edges here. That's severely abnormal. And part of that bone is eroding.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then looking at her right back leg, the soft tissue surrounding it is very inflamed. It's been tough because it seems that, you know, the moment we get one problem under control, she erupts with another one. I'm afraid that we might be at the end of our rope. In her right back hock, there's a huge abscess in there, so I'm going to try to flush it out. I'm not going to dig too much into this today. My concern is that she's not going to be able to use either one of her back legs. We've been working with Amelia for a good part of a year for some of her medical issues, and I'm noticing new problems. And it's got me concerned because, you know, this all started off with one issue, and it's just kind of compounding. I'm afraid that we might be at the end of our rope.
Are we pretty much just delaying now?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't want her to be uncomfortable longer than she needs to be.
Yeah. She's getting these abscesses in multiple joints. She's never going to be normal.
She's only going to get worse.
Yeah, I think so. We have had her on long-term antibiotics, and the infection has spread even more into the bone. When we perceive an animal is no longer having a good quality of life, we have to make the tough decision with the staff. Keepers see these animals on a daily basis. We have to come together. It's a decision that I feel very strongly needs to be made by the entire group.
The team is all on board with her not suffering.
Yeah. I think the hardest part of my job absolutely is the decision of euthanasia. I think animals teach us so much about death. And although it's a really tough decision to make, letting an animal go that is in a lot of pain and in a lot of discomfort is one of the kindest, most unselfish things that you can do, in spite of how difficult it is for us.
So we're just going to get a little hoof print
kind of a memorial to her.
It's something we have to deal with. We accept that responsibility as zookeepers. We come in knowing those things are going to happen.
Unfortunately, sometimes the animals who do have medical issues are the ones that you get closest to.
Well, it's never easy to lose an animal. We need to give ourselves time to mourn. But we have a responsibility to every other animal in our care. So I think that's what gets most people through.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Hang on.
That was a good job, Twiggy. Good girl. How cute are you?
Very. So give me the grapes.
Sully is great. Sully is very interactive. He's very curious. Melody is a little more reserved. So at first, Melody and Sully were off to a little bit of a rocky start. They didn't seem to really care about one another. But recently, we have seen some mating behavior. They've been hanging out next to one another. They've been doing their swooshing sounds and all of their mating rituals. So it's very exciting, a change in their behavior for sure. Next steps will be to watch the time frame, look for either her to go through estrus again or have babies.
Come on, Melody. You're watching me, I see you.
We're excited to have babies. They have these really cute, adorable faces. When they're first born, they like to hide under mom's fur. Once again, Melody has us waiting. She's doing things on her terms, but however long it takes, having animals come together and breed, it's really great to be here and be a part of that. And we look forward to little baby Binturong.
Walter!
Morning, guys.
Hiding far away this
Walter
morning.
is hiding, of course, he's hiding.
Do you see him? He's straight out.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
How's he been doing?
Good. He's having like good days and bad days.
Do you think the use is changing on that foot?
When he's walking, I think he's putting more pressure on it, so it causes more discomfort.
Yeah.
Whereas when he's like just playing and stuff, he's not necessarily, it's a different pressure point potentially.
It just may take more time, like we've talked about, you know, for that foot to totally remodel so he can bear some better weight on it.
Yeah.
I take a lot of pride in the fact that I've had a role in Walter's life. This traumatic amputation is very unique. I've never dealt with this. And we don't always know what to expect long term. So we're going to watch him and we're going to do what he needs. I wouldn't be surprised as we go along that the use of that foot, I think, should get better. We saw on his x-rays, those bones are starting to fuse, and now he's going to have a solid foot. Okay. So that'd be a great thing for him.
Yeah.
If you see something you don't like, just give us a shout.
Okay.
Cool. Thank
you.
guys.
Thanks.
See ya. Walter's story is not only a good story that it has a good, positive outcome, but it's a great example of the Florida panther and its struggle to survive. All the zoo animals are important ambassadors to raise awareness for what we do here. It's about Florida, it's about animals, it's about rescue, rehab, and our job is to help the ambassadors translate that story. And there's a tremendous amount of satisfaction that comes from that.